Hello there and welcome back to Postal 2, A Week in Paradise. As always, we got a lot of things to do and infinite time to do it, but that doesn't sound terribly exciting. So let's just shut up for a second and see what the dude has to say about the day.
While I'm in the neighborhood, I suppose I should leave something for the old man. Let's see. Guess I need to go here for that. Voting day. The system may be flawed, but I'll do it because I care. A Christmas tree. Guess it's never too early to introduce a major fire hazard into the home. Now where is that? I guess I better get started.
So anyway, as I was saying, we've got a lot to show off today.
Are you saving again?
As I was saying, we've got a lot
Didn't you just save?
As I was saying, we've got a lot to show off
Are
today.
you saving again?
For example,
Didn't
these...
you just save? My grandmother could beat the game if she saved as much as you do.
This is the only game I know that judges you for using quick saving. All things should do that.
I suspect the motorcade will pass by without incident due to the fact that all the cars in this town seem to be useless exploding props.
Unknown killer still at large. Marching band tryouts continue. Polls open. Caucasian to host balloting. Well, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, you see they moved the objective to the school map. Oh well, I'm still going to check out Caucasian. We're going to find this out for ourselves. Let's get to the bottom of this, but first, there is actually a pick-upable on our trailer. It's kind of hard to get to because this jump is really finicky. You got to crouch jump for it right on that ridge, and up you go, and there's fast food on the roof. That's 10 HP there for that difficult jump. So I haven't really spoken too much depth, but the reason the first-person platforming in this game isn't that good is because Postal Dude feels really slippery. Once he starts moving in a direction mid-air, he has a lot of weight, so you can't really maneuver him that much, so it's a little bit awkward. It's not like pixel perfect, but, you know, also I don't believe you have a drop shadow, so, yeah. There's another little curiosity that I noticed while just fiddling around, and that's that if you throw the sword through someone's window, they don't seem to give a shit. If you kick their windows in, they give a shit, but, you know, flying sword through it, nah, no problem. Sword also has another little quirk that I'm going to show off today. They do care, though, if you're carrying the sword around in public. So let's now just mention again how volatile NPCs are. I'm going to get this NPC to throw scissors into this woman. There we go. So now I have started a cavalcade of death, and I have not directly attacked anyone. Not for lack of trying, however. I definitely tried to throw a sword at this guy, but door models and shit. And then I got him to kill himself, so... Yep, 3 deaths, and I haven't touched a single human being. And now I'm trying to see how far I can take this. It's pretty easy, because the town of Paradise is basically a powder keg. Also, there's a health item in here I haven't shown off yet. Beer! But I can't drink the beer because I have 100 health, so, how do I show this off exactly? I was thinking of kicking that man, but I figured that would take a bit too much, so... I figure I'm just gonna jump off this high ledge so I can drink my beer.
Hey, I definitely need more of that.
Perfect logical conclusion. And we have 2 more of those, and they're pretty powerful as far as health items go. But they aren't really that common. There's only a few places in the map I know where they spawn, and... yeah, they're in limited supply, basically. Yeah, but the guards for the balloting poll are still here. Well, this makes me mad, so let's show something else off. There's something particular about this mirror. It's horrifying. Real horrifying. Jesus, that's fucked. Sadly, you can't kick your own head off. I still haven't directly killed anyone, I might add.
Boy, that good stuff.
Again, not for lack of trying, I'm just capitalizing on circumstance, you see.
105 North Avenue, 52.
So there is something I want to show off today, and that's getting arrested.
I've got the perp in view. Okay, you're coming with me.
I've noticed on this mod, or it might just be in Insano mode, that this is really buggy. Really buggy. So how do we get them out of this endless standing around here confused like they don't know how to cuff us phase and blowing smoke in their faces?
But I feel great.
Well, basically we have to get them angry at us again and hope this time they can do it right. So, yeah, let's just wait here for the cops to regroup and then we'll let them arrest us.
Stop or I'll shoot! Okay, you're coming with me. I'm going to have to cuff you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything
Come on, hurry up. I know you got minorities to oppress.
So, unlike the GTA games, when you're arrested, you actually have to find your own way out of prison. So let's get to it. But first, a bit of R&R. In the original Postal 2, if you just threw down cats, they would run away, but here, they become the spinning enemy cats from fucking Apocalypse Weekend. They can damage you if you try and go and pick them up, though. But they also home in on your enemy. They are the best laid trap in any video game ever, as of this point. If nothing else convinces you to get Postal 2, this should. Also, if you get arrested while having less than 100 health, it gets topped up.
The ticket.
So getting arrested is actually suggested as a tip in the manual. So now we're just stuck here. How do we get out exactly? We couldn't just wait around, that'd be silly, but I don't know, I'm just not seeing it. No, Postal Dude, put that grenade away. That's not the way to do it. Let's just sit and think. Or we can just do this. Now, the use of these matches has been redundant at best up to this point, but now there are ticket out of here. And I can't pick up this cat, he's kind of glitched at the moment. Oh well. Let's just leave him for now.
I've got the perp in view.
Now, when you get arrested, obviously all your weapons are taken away. You still have some items though, but luckily we have these cats. They're our only defense, aside from our kick at the moment. And let's just see why the cats are fucking incredible. It's basically like the best version of caltrops in any piece of media ever. Okay, so let's just summarize that series of events. I threw cats at people. This ended with about 15 people dead due to misfirings and the cats cutting people to ribbons. If that doesn't convince you that Postal 2's fucking awesome, then you have no soul. And also, I just royally fucked up. So I've got very few options to defend myself in this situation. So obviously pissing is the way forward. Nope, I'm kind of fucked here, unless I can think on my feet and what's this? Didn't open my door, but are you prepared for the best fucking escape fit? Oh no.
Yeah.
I have shurikens, but, well, I'm in a bit of a panic mode here. This is a bit of a desperation attack, because if he lightly brushes me, I'm dead. But nope. That was just some desperate kicking saved my life then. So now are you prepared for the most fuck-awesome prison escape ever? I'm really glad that worked. In fact, I quick saved so that those events had to happen. I was not letting that footage go away easy, damn it. So, the police station, well, there's a lot of fast food, a lot of donuts, and a lot of radars in here.
I gotta find more of that good stuff.
So, you can loot it, but, well, you'll be getting shot a lot, so you'd be hard-pressed to come out, well, profitable in this scenario. There we go, now we're properly equipped to defend ourselves. But we don't have our health pipes anymore. We have our radars, and we're all out of cats, so we can't trip people up no more. So let's attempt to be a little bit stealthy for the time being. Oh yeah, and we can't leave that cat there. That's just mean, let's get him free.
I don't feel so good.
So yeah, Postal 2 has the best jailbreaks in any game ever. Also, we need a police uniform to get into that room, but where could we get that? More on that tomorrow. That cop seems honestly pretty nonplussed about the fire alarm, but then it's like the 4th time he's gone off, so he probably thinks it's just a drill. Someone's just being a bit of a pansy about a small fire upstairs.
Man, I gotta stop smoking this crap.
Now, I don't really care for the radar too much, I have a bit of a hard time reading it,
That
but
wasn't so awful.
I'm not even going to put it to too much use here, actually. I'm just going to run for dear life in a moment. Let's go.
I knew that stuff wasn't good for me.
And all of our weapons are in here, and some of our items too. The secondary fire on the napalm launcher makes it leave a trail before setting on fire, so it's a good area denial
This
weapon.
can't be good for me, but I feel great.
So that's a prison break. And it's really fun. If you play Postal 2, you should definitely give it a crack. So, we've been arrested. What's next on the itinerary? Well, we're gonna go rob the bank again. I know, you're probably getting tired of it, but, you know, Postal Dude's out the job, he needs to do something to get his money in. So, of course, we're returning to this hotel first, and I've got another kind of unique thing to talk about. The sword has a unique property with its secondary attack. You see, because you're meant to throw it at something or someone, and then you recover it, well, if you're just standing right next to them, he instantly picks it up and can throw it again. So, when you're not fighting against too many people, it just kind of becomes ridiculous. Or you accidentally throw it out of their fucking window. Which is a shame, because I actually need that sword for what I'm about to show off, but we'll get a new one, trust me. We'll have one when we need it. And he has a unique weapon, which we'll be seeing tomorrow. So, we got catnip, so we can go to the bank, even though we're not gonna use the catnip in this robbery. It's a habit now, you know, get the catnip. Well, guess it's time to rob a bank. There's kind of a weird mental connection thing going on there at this point. So we're not going to go in through the front entrance of the bank. We're actually going to show off something a bit unique about this map that I kind of like. Something that I'm not entirely sure about as well. I haven't really explored any of the other buildings on this map. We had a little look on the silo over there, but eh. This little vent here? Can't kick it, but it moves. Kind of awkwardly at that. But oh well. You can already see where this is going, can't you? Now, I didn't actually notice I'd thrown my sword out of the window last time, so now I'm wondering why I'm down a sword, but doesn't matter, we have one. This is kind of awkward. This doesn't move if I walk into it, if I kick it, shoot it, smack it, so I don't think I'm meant to be able to open it from this side. Just... because I came across this completely by accident. I wasn't planning it, I wasn't like, oh, this should work, but no. So I've got a sword, and look what happens when I throw a sword into this wall. Yeah. Bookcase moves, this is the bank vault. So, yeah. But luckily it does open from this side willy-nilly, so we could just make our escape, and we're out of there. That's our day job now, we're bank robbers, and we're getting creative about it. So now we've robbed the bank 3 ways. Non-violently, ultra-violently, and slightly non-violently. We did smack that bloke with a rocket launcher with our sword, and, you know, slightly violently. Jesus Christ, I leave this place for 5 minutes. Fuck this town. Well, at least she's chill about it.
This can't be good for me, but I feel great.
So let's move on. We've still got more things to do. And we're getting really good at that bank robbery stuff. We only got hit with 1 rocket this time. So we're back on this map, and luckily the silent sniper respawned, so we can go pick that up again at our leisure. Also, that parking lot there actually leads to another end of the map that has now opened up, thanks to it being Wednesday. Let's just show off something with dogs quickly that you probably already got by the presence of doggy treats in the game. Give enough doggy treats to a dog, and they become your ally. They'll now attack anyone who attacks you. They might play fetch with you if you have certain equipment necessary. Also, cactuses damage you. I haven't shown this off yet. They do 1 damage per, well, smack into it. Jesus, Postal Dude lost a lot of...
Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Oof. Ow. So that's what that feels like. Ow.
And much like the cigarettes in Metal Gear Solid, it won't actually kill you, it'll just leave you on the lowest possible health.
Ow, my clavichord.
We can't crouch to piss blood and recover those, so, instead, suicide by someone else's grenade instead of our own. So, well, there's another sniper rifle over there, so let's get both our hunting rifle, our silent sniper rifle, and then we'll just move on. We've got a couple of items to collect, one more thing to show off, and then we can actually move on to making use of this day. This is actually the same map where we picked up the sick body armor the other day, and we can go get it again, because new day, it respawned. Now, I'm sorry for what's about to happen, it did waste a bit of time, but when I see a big horde of NPCs there, I was really hoping that the sniper rifle would penetrate all of them. Unfortunately, I tried to rush it a bit, just ended up losing more health than I should have, but hey, we started some nice pyrotechnics, and, you know, it's Postal 2. These people were all going to die anyway, I just kind of influenced it a bit.
Fuck. My spleen's poking
Those
out.
poison gases with the cow heads and, well, they seem a bit picky about how fast they damage you. Sometimes they drop you from 100 health to 0, just in no time flat. Sometimes they seem a bit slower about it. I'm not sure what exactly causes that. Perhaps if they have an epicenter where it's slightly more potent or some such. Couldn't tell you. But, hell, we came out of that with more health and armor than we came in with, and we killed several people. And these two are none the wiser, even though I'm the only survivor. All in all, not a bad result. You can hear that train sound there, but there's no trains in the game, so you need not worry. You won't get killed if you just stand there. So let's check the library while we're just fucking cactuses, cacti or whatever. Nope, no reading for us. We still have like 3 copies of Gary Coleman's autobiography on us, I think. Maybe the police took them. We're never gonna know these things. Dude just missed out on some serious autograph money. Now, this vacated home here. Told you the kick was useful for opening doors. So, there is a hidden little garden on this map. I showed it off in my review, but let's go visit here again. Because I believe I showed it off on maybe a Monday or a Tuesday or some such, but... well, it's a Wednesday.
That's the stuff.
So if you jump over the Lucky Ganesh, you can get some more ammo for your silent sniper rifle, and that here is the wonderful hidden cat garden. Now, I don't claim to be an expert, but that doesn't look like no cat. And the ladders are just as finicky as any other game. That is indeed, on closer inspection, a cow. Oh well, this place is still...
Excuse me while I push my intros back in.
I should stop smoking these. Let's just move on. This is a haunted place.
That's the ticket.
Oh no, we can show off pissing on donuts. That's also good. So that's what happens if you piss on donuts and then eat them. Why is that feature in the game? Who knows? Should it not be there? No, it should be there because it detracts to nothing and adds a whole lot of depth. Well, one whole bit of depth. Let's go a step further with these donuts here. So,
Now the
donuts
flowers
lure
will
cops.
grow.
So you can already see where I'm going with this, and where's that laughter coming from? There's unique lines for walking around with your cock out.
Man, I gotta stop smoking this.
You could also use the police radio to attract policemen to your location for whatever purpose. So let's see how they react to the pissy donut.
I don't feel so good.
So yeah, that seems about right. Let's recover our donuts and we can use them another day. So, yeah. You see, basically, as the game goes on in Postal 2, the town of Paradise does get more dangerous. More NPCs are spawned in, tougher variants of NPCs are spawned in, and more NPC groups that will attack you on sight are spawned in. In Insano mode, this basically means that everyone can erupt into violence at the drop of a hat. So, I'm going to take a bit of a different route to the church. You can get to it via the mall like we did yesterday, but you can actually cut through the running with scissors offices if you want to. I never go that route though, oddly enough. Oh dear. And they're not giving me much incentive to right now. Hate groups have spawned on the map. See what I mean by the town getting more dangerous? This is just fucking erupted. Luckily there's so many people shooting each other at this point that pretty much all the tension has gone away from me, and now everyone's dying. Doesn't mean I get to have a better look at the officers though.
That's the ticket. I gotta find
It's also worth noting, and it should be pretty obvious, that, besides meeting doggy treats not being a good idea, and that being the one most evil sounding line in the game, that, if you're on fire, it's worth just running into people if you have the time for it. You burn pretty quickly, but you can spread fire between yourself and other people. Also, the, melee cutting weapons in this game, they are ridiculously powerful if you catch people unawares. They are entirely one-hit kills if they can't block you. They make no noise, they don't attract other NPCs, so with a line of people and just the axe, you can pretty much win quite simply. Glad I got fired from this place. The commute to work is fucking awful. I mean, it doesn't cost much, but the human cost is exponential. Oh yeah, not to mention the people who want to murder me in my workplace every day. I wonder if how many people can relate to that. I want to go in that room, kick through the window, and loot your stuff in the back. Can you move, please? No, not that. You move. I ain't gonna kick you or harm you, I just want your stuff. Fuck it. Let's move on with our lives. And loot these officers dry of whatever we can find. So I don't really explore the back area much. There's not many items there. I prefer going through the mall just because I find it more interesting. It is definitely slower though. So you're gonna have to forgive my ignorance of this area and me just wandering around wondering where the exit is for a little bit. Not even in my practice run did I go through here. So yeah. There are Osamas spawned back here though, and they're a bit odd because they don't get registered as a hate group on the map, but They suddenly have American accents, despite having lines that aren't, and they will attack you on sight. And sometimes others. And sometimes themselves.
Shit.
So, due to the way NPCs act in this difficulty, it's best to just shoot everyone or run away, because once they're done killing others, they will turn to kill you. So yeah, that's obviously the exit, but I want to explore over there. We've got to wait for the poisonous gas to clear up.
Shit. Ow.
Or just run
that's
through
what
it.
Feels like.
No, because I'm a
Ow.
fucking moron.
Ugh, damn, that stings.
As you can tell, I'm not very good at orienteering. I don't even know if that's the right word for it, but... eh. Now it's time to show off another thing. There's a petrol station here. We can buy petrol at it. But, due to the models being downsized for this kind of stuff...
Hi.
Hi there.
Is this everything?
Yes.
That'll be $10. That'll work. Thanks.
Yep. Tiny jerry can. Giant jerry can. My jerry can's bigger than
Hello?
yours.
I feel better already.
Also, I'm really disappointed by this petrol station, and you'll see why. That was tiny. That was barely an explosion. I was hoping for an eruption or some shit, like out of Infamous, but nope. So there's a little item on this map that I want to show off. We won't really see it too much. It's not really that handy, but it's a little bit of fun to play around with. And this is another one of those employee-only areas, so we're going to have to go full sneaky-like for 2 seconds. What's kind of curious about this area is this whole inside area, I believe, is marked as an employee-only area, which means you'll be attacked if you're spotted here, but the whole back lot of this area isn't, so you're allowed to wander around there with no trouble. And there we go, we are, I believe as of now, we are allowed to be here. So this area doesn't really have too many items to it. There's a few items, weapons and such scattered around on top of the shipping crates that litter the courtyard area, but aside from that, not much to talk about. But there is another attachment for our radar. Kind of gimmicky, doesn't really add too much. It's actually a one-use only item, so you have to go find another one if you want to play around with it again, but... oh yeah, not to mention this is the only instance of it I've found, because I'm not finding these items via guides, I'm just exploring a lot in my practice runs. I probably should refer to a guide at some point, but it's more fun this way. And it's kind of awkward to pull off this jump. I kind of got a crouch jump for it, and there we go. So, right, we have the Chompy minigame. The Voodoo Fish. Let's go and play around with it. First we've got to find an area with a few NPCs knocking about. This should do nicely. Just outside the church, where we'll be exploring once again next video. Let's just plug in our Chompy. This is exactly the right time to scream. But the other NPC seems kind of nonplussed once again, so let's go for him! They're blaming the wrong guy, that was definitely not the cop. You can't fight the Chompy. Only time can kill the Chompy. This is just another bizarre little way of killing people. And we get some prizes! which equals about, what, 16 health?
I feel better already.
Take this.
That's the... I definitely need more of that.
Oh well, let's move on. We've got about 10 minutes worth of battery on this radar anyway, so probably should use it more often, but who cares? Off to the church. I'll see you next video where I actually start doing the objectives of the day.